Hi, I'm Wendy Anderson, and welcome into my studio and to the YouTube channel. I'm so excited to paint this very decorative little American flag theme. So decorative, so easy. You can make something for the holidays to decorate. All I'm using is the primary colors. You can even leave the yellow out unless you want to use it to customize, which you totally can, but I'm just using red, blue, and black and white today. So those are the only colors you need. You're going to need a large flat brush, a medium flat brush, and a small round brush, and that's it. So grab your paints, grab your brushes. I'm using an 8x10 wrap canvas. Get your supplies ready and paint along. I don't want you to just watch. I want you to join me in the creative process and have fun. Let's paint. All right, so today we're going to use a large flat brush. It can be either 1 inch to 2 inch or whatever size you want. The bigger the better, because the first thing we're going to do is just a whitewash on the canvas. And a whitewash, and you don't even have to do this. If you want to just leave your canvas blank and then paint from there, you can. I like to put a little whitewash though, so I'm going to take the big brush, get it a little bit wet, and with that water-filled brush, I'm going to add some of that water to my white paint, and then I'm just going to sweep a layer of white on there. So don't worry about this being perfect. It's just kind of, it's going to help create a foundation for the layers that we are going to put. And it just makes you feel like your canvas is completely covered with paint, even though some of the parts of the painting are going to be white. So just getting a layer of white on there first is going to be good. All right, that was easy. So that's it. First, the whitewash. And then what I'm going to do is come into my square brush here, and I'm just going to add red. So about halfway in the canvas, so I'm going to find my halfway point. So I'm going to take this medium square brush. I'm using about a 1/2 inch square shape brush, also known as a number 6 bright or something similar to that. And then we can do a few stripes. So I'm going to come in the middle and find the dead center. So my stripes are going to go on the bottom. So we can go ahead and add and then we'll go out from there. And then I want to leave about a similar distance between them. So like leave about a 1/2 inch between each line. But that should be coming out of the same space. I'm kind of going a little closer together than I actually want to, but I'm just rolling with it. And we can do another layer to make it look brighter. But let's just start with this layer. It's going to look kind of pink at first, but don't worry about that. And then again, so maybe I'm just going to go like doot, doot, and then doot. Now I don't have to think about it. Just use the width of the brush. And they don't have to be perfect. We're not robots. I'm not a robot. You're not a robot. That's okay. And then like I want these ones to be a little brighter, so I'm just going to pop a little extra red. And then we can let it dry and even do a little bit more if we want. But we're pretty good with that. So now we have some stripes. And then at the top, we're going to do some florals. So I want to do like a dark blue kind of color. So I'm going to take, first and foremost, I'm going to take my square, my round brush. I'm using a number 4 round. I'm going to get it a little bit wet. And then I'm going to come to my blue and add a little bit of red to it. And that's going to make my blue look darker. I don't want it to look purple though. I just want it to look like a darker shade of blue. So make sure it still looks blue. It should look like a navy blue. And I'm using primary blues. So a blue that might look a little bit more like this to begin with would be like an ultramarine blue. So adding a little bit of red to your primary blue makes it look a little more like an ultramarine blue. And then I can also add a little bit of white to it. And that's going to soften it. So I want to start with my lighter colors. And we're going to make some brush strokes that are, let's say I'm going to do like right here, like make a couple dots. I'm going to put a dot here. I'm going to put a dot here. I'm going to go here and here. Okay, so say I have 4 dots. I'm going to build out from those places. Maybe even a little more white. I want it to be pretty light, and you can put a little water in it too to help it flow better. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go around that circle and press like this. So I'm just pushing and then releasing so that I have this circular shape, and then you kind of just layer it around itself. So see how I can go around? It's almost like a crescent moon, but it can be looser. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. So see, I can make these little brush strokes like this, and some of them can be a little thicker. So see, I can make it a little thicker, but it's still kind of like that crescent moon type shape, but wonky. We're not trying to make it look perfect. And I'm going to do that over here too. I'm going to go around and just build. And then just stop once you get to the lines or to the edge of the canvas. I'm doing that to all of this little dots that I made initially. I'm just going in and building out from the middle. You can really customize this part. It's so much fun. And then once you have that, you can add some things like little leaf shapes coming out. So maybe like right here, I make a little surfboard shape, or kind of like an almond. That would be like a leaf. And then I can do that here too. So wherever you see some empty canvas, you can add some little leaf shapes in there. They can be big or small or whatever fits into the space. And then next we're going to add some darker layers. So I'm going to add more blue and red. And going from more of a blue, red, less white. So it should look really like a dark blue. And then go right into the middle and just reapply right in the center to make that dot a little darker in the middle. And then from there you can build out some smaller little shapes that look like those half moons that layer. You can layer on top of those lighter shades. Just a little. Again, blue with a little bit of red is going to create a darker shade of blue. And you're not covering over the first layer all the way. You're just adding to it. And you want it to be the darkest right in the center. So notice how it looks a little different if you do that. Okay, mostly blue with a little red. I'm using that round brush. And then again, as I come out, my brush strokes get a little smaller. I want the rose to be lighter on the outside and darker towards the center. And again, I'm layering over some of the brush strokes, but I'm also going, you know, in between them. And then maybe I have some lines like outlining some of these leaves. So see, I can outline that, give it a little more definition. And you can even make like a smaller, like maybe there's a little dark rose, some small ones. So I can come in, again, I'm using the same color. And then maybe you have some different shape things in there. So with that same darker color, I can pull, maybe I pull a little line just like right there like that. And then I can put some little lines coming off of it. And then at the end of those little lines, I can put a little dot. And that'll look like just a different kind of plant. It makes it look a little more interesting. So it's fun to add some different shapes and things to the design. So I could also come in and do a little brush stroke going across the stripes and maybe a little bit on this side too, like that. So we have one going this way and then one going that way. And then we can add, again, I'm using a lot of blue with a little bit of red. Maybe I pull in just a little bit of white. And then on either side of that line, I can pull the brush and then pull back in towards the line. So now I have that, that's fun. And then I can do something similar on this side. Maybe I do something more like little lines coming out with the little circles at the tips like I did over here. Or you can do another one of these little leaf pattern things, whatever feels fun for you. I always tell people at the end of the day, I'm not going to probably, unless you share it with me, which I'd love for you to do, but if not, I probably won't see it. So do what you like. Take some ideas from me and then do your own thing. Play around. And then what I can do is add maybe a little bit of highlighting to this. So I can add, maybe you want to clean your brush. And then you can add some, maybe just white and blue. And then I can come in and highlight these little leaves here. Or I can do to some of these. Maybe not everywhere, but you know, get some variety in there. Maybe I add some of that light blue in here just to give a different shade. So make sure you're seeing everything you want. Maybe it got a little too loud in some spots and you can come back in with like a really light blue that almost looks white to give some more empty space up here. So if it looks too cluttered and you feel like, oh my goodness, like this whole thing is like so full that it doesn't have any breathing room, go in and add some more white. Now, the last thing I'm going to prompt you to do is to make some really, really dark portions. So I can clean the brush and I can go in with my pure black And then just add some black to the center here of the flowers. I could also add a little bit of black to some of these little branches. Maybe not everywhere, just a little bit. And it gives it more contrast, so it's a little darker. And then just maybe pull over some of that dark color and get some really, really extreme darks. And it can blend with that blue a little bit. So you're almost working with a blue-black. But what it's going to do, and you can even mix the blue and the black together, that is kind of a fun mix too, to get some really dark colors. But you want some stuff to jump out at you. That way, you know, it has some interest. Maybe I just come back to the pure black and I can do some little dots of black in the centers of these little ones. Or maybe you do some of the outlining on the leaves with some of that. Maybe just a little bit here and there. Don't work it too much because you still want it to maintain that mostly blue look. And if it got too dark, come back in over with your blue and tone it down. And then you can even come in with like some more red and clean up those lines. Maybe I make some of those, make a little bit brighter with the reds. But notice I'm using the smaller brush so you can still see the other shades that are on there. But it just enhances that red a little bit. If you like. So this might not be for everybody. Maybe you like that more of a pink tone to it. And that's fine too. That could look really cool. If any of your lines got a little, maybe there wasn't enough space between them or you messed up your lines and you don't like it, you can clean your brush and just go in with your pure white and paint along the edge to tone it down or clean up the edges just a bit or soften the edges between the stripes. Or you could just add some different, you know, colors or whatever and play and have fun. So as long as it's fun, you can keep playing and then you're going to let it go. But this is a fun little take on an American flag. You can really just try this in many different ways. You can do different types of flowers. So just do some flowers and then do some stripes. It's so easy and so fun. So I hope you paint along. Let me know what other fun things you would like to paint and have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.